I got the hottest guy in the game wearing my chain. We about to get into the season finale of The Chi, y'all. Stay tuned. Hey watchers, thanks for watching Black People Watch. This is your girl Big Ish, and we're back, baby, with another review. The Chi just did its season finale, and I watched it. We're going to cover it all right here. The Chi opens with a recap of the previous episodes. You know, it was a lot going on, so they really had to catch everybody up. It wasn't just one episode like they normally do. It was like 2 or 3 episodes you really got caught up on. I enjoy that because I do watch a lot of different series, and sometimes I forget the details. You know, your girl is getting a little older, and I can't remember everything. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. It really made me remember certain things that I had forgotten about this whole season. So before we get into it, can we just talk about how seamlessly they transitioned Brandon off of the show? Impeccable. It couldn't have been better. I didn't even miss him. I'm sorry. Throughout the whole series this year, I did not miss Brandon. I was so caught up in Keisha, who is played by Burgundy Baker. I was so caught up with her kidnapping, and also Emmett in his new venture. And Emmett is also played by Jacob Lattimore. I was so enthralled in their storylines that I forgot all about Brandon. So kudos to the Chi for that. Lena Waithe couldn't have did a better job at transitioning Brandon off that show. So, you know, I wish him all the best. Brandon is played by Jason Mitchell. So, you know, kudos for him. He did a great job on the series while he was there. And, you know, we do miss him, of course, but the show really went on without him seamlessly. So the season finale opens with everyone kind of reeling from the death of Ronnie, who is played by Ntore Guma. I believe that's how you say his name. So, you know, I was shocked to see him go. I had a conversation with my brother last night at 12 o'clock in the morning. And my brother said, you know what, I'm surprised he lasted this long. Throughout the, you know, couple of years that the show has been on, that someone was going to seek revenge for the murder of Coogie. And the neighborhood didn't like the fact that Ronnie was still walking around. Ronnie was beating himself up over Coogie's death, and he really wanted to redeem himself. You know, no one was paying more for the price of Coogie's death than Ronnie was. And so everyone was reeling from that. Keisha didn't know how to feel. Jada was devastated, of course, and it opened with them having a memorial or a funeral. And it was just so devastatingly sad. The singer in the beginning, she was amazing. Oh my God, just beautiful singing. And they asked if anyone wanted to say anything, and people stood up and said what they wanted to say. And Keisha came and brought roses to him, to his casket. They also had the military there, because you almost forget that Ronnie served in the military. And it's a funny thing, because no matter how much Black people, you know, we talk about the government and we hate the US and, you know, all of these things that we say, guess what? If you served, you want that military to be there. That was accurate. You want the military to be there to hand that flag to your mom or your wife or your spouse or whomever. And so that was pretty accurate. I really like that aspect of it. And that was a very close attention to detail on the writing part. They gave Ronnie's ex-girlfriend or ex-wife a salute, and you know, you really want that. Keisha, of course, is still traumatized about the events that happened when she was kidnapped. She was raped, she was beaten, and she is still very traumatized by the experience. Of course, she knows she's pregnant at this point, and she has a decision to make. Is she going to keep it, or is she going to have an abortion? Everyone just assumes that she's going to have an abortion, and they try and talk her through it. There seems to be some hesitation on her part. She's thinking about it. She doesn't know if she can do it. And ultimately, she chooses not to abort her baby. So we already know that Emmett proposed to Tiff, who's played by Hannah Hall. And, you know, we all know that Emmett still got some dog in him. He still has his doggish ways, but he's trying to do right by Tiff. And so they end up walking down the aisle and they end up getting married, which was, it was cute. I have to say, I felt like, and we all feel like, because of how they're writing the script, that Emmett, of course, is not ready for marriage. And they actually go into counseling and seek help of a counselor who kind of tells them inadvertently that they're both kind of not ready for marriage at this point and they should take it slow. She wants to know, who are they rushing and why is the rush? And I wanted to know that too, because it was like last episode they got engaged. This episode they're getting married. So yeah, there was a bit of a rush on the wedding, and it's like, who are you trying to prove that you're going to be together forever to? Is it to yourselves? Because nobody else really cares. You can take your time at this point in your life and, slow walk it as you should. But they were in a rush and they did the damn thing. They got married and they were very happy, and it was nice to see them in bliss. I have a feeling that next season is not going to be as blissful. We also see Reg get custody of Jake, which is something that has been ongoing throughout the series this year. We're totally happy that, Reg got custody of his little brother, but we see that Otis Douda Perry won the election and is mayor of Chicago right now. He purposely skips the custody hearing to allow Reg to get custody of his little brother. And he comes back later to say, hey, I want you in charge of my security. And he also reveals to his wife, who is played by Kandi Burruss, that, he's going to take hold of both brothers. He's going to have both brothers in his pocket. Let me just say this about Kandi Burruss and her acting. She is a good actor. She is an amazing actress. It feels like she's been on the Chi the whole season. I love her faces that she makes, her eye rolling and all of that. She is a much better actress than anything else. I mean, really, really kudos on her part. I hope she sticks around. I hope they keep her character. I really enjoy seeing her on screen, and she fit right in with everybody else. So I just want to give her an applause. She did a great job, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her on this show, just becoming a regular part of the cast. Kevin finally loses his virginity to Jenna. Very cute situation. They have been really liking each other and enjoying each other's company since the beginning of the season. And, they both were ready, they seemed to be. And they were kind of underwhelmed by the experience, which I think most people are their first time. So I thought that was hilarious and pretty accurate and spot on. Good job to both those young actors. They did a really great job. Papa and Maisha finally go public with their relationship. You see Maisha as strong, and she is being very tender with Papa, and he's very gentle and tender with her. And she gives him her M necklace. She's like claiming him, saying, I got the hottest guy in the game wearing my chain. And then later on towards the end, you see Papa giving her a P necklace around her neck, and they're so cute. One thing that really got to me was the ending. You know that Kisha is dealing with the traumatics of being sexually assaulted and raped and beaten and kidnapped. And so she's not quite herself through these last few episodes. Of course, as she shouldn't be. She should definitely be in her own zone. She actually killed her kidnapper. And Ronnie came to rescue her. She beat homeboy with a crowbar. I mean, she just bashed his head in all her anger and frustration of trying to get out that house. She let it go on homeboy, and he did not walk away from that beatdown. So, she's dealing with the traumatics of being raped and assaulted. She's also dealing with the traumatics of killing someone and seeing his face. Now she's pregnant. And, you catch her sometimes just staring off into the wall, staring off into the clock. She's looking at the clock, she's watching the hands tick, she's hearing the clock tick louder, faster, and you're kind of scared for her. At the end of the episode, she's staring off into the clock again. And so I see this, and they're playing this music in the background, and I'm like, Keisha, don't do it. I think she's going to kill herself. I think she's, it's just too much. She's been going through too much. It would be too much for anybody. Here you've been kidnapped, you've been raped, you've been assaulted, now you're pregnant, you killed the man that got you pregnant, now you're carrying his child. Way too much for any human being, especially someone that young. That would be a lot to handle for anyone, but she's just a kid herself. So she's staring off into the clock. And I'm like, is she going to run and jump out this window after not having the abortion and saying that she's going to keep the kid? And, they cut to her lacing up her shoes and doing what she does best, which is run. Run, Keisha, run, honey. That was just a beautiful ending because I thought it was going to end very tragically. Again, I was like, after Ronnie died, I couldn't take another death of a character that I care about. And I love the way the season ended because in true Lena Waithe fashion, we thought that we were going to get some more death and destruction. I really did, especially with the season finale. We didn't get that with this. Very great spin, very great turn, very unexpected. What we got was everybody thriving, everybody coming to grips with what's going on in their life, everybody coming to terms, everybody in a good place. Very unexpected. Enjoyed the whole season, watched every episode. Some I've watched twice because I don't like to miss certain things and I want to go back. Excellent job. I'm sorry to see it end because that's my Sunday binge and my Sunday fix, and I'm going to be really lonely. But Power Book 2 is starting September, and we're going to be around for that. We're going to have time to discuss it. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching my channel. This is your girl, Byeee. I upload every Thursdays and Fridays, so I would love to see you then. And until next time, bye.